Welcome back, guys. I'm so glad you came back, because this, I think, is going to be a pretty damn good episode. We are going to be working on a couple of things. We need to get some goods up here. If I, let's pause the game for a sec, because I want to build while it's light. If we click on one of these buildings that's got one of these blue flashing icons, they're saying not enough goods to sell. We need to get goods up here, and we need to get more tourists up here, because I'm pretty sure that as well as not having any goods to sell, yeah, not enough goods to sell, but I'm pretty sure that they're not getting enough tourists either. Yeah, they're not complaining about it, but I'm pretty sure that they're not getting enough tourists. Now, our tourist numbers are starting to go up. We're up to 91 visits, so tourists are starting to come, but we need to provide them with more options to get into the city. And we're going to do it. And we're going to start off over here. So, it's like loads of you guessed. I was way too obvious. Loads of you guessed what we're going to put in here. Yeah, we're putting in an airport. So, I'm going to start off. I'm going to get rid of that road, and I'm going to relay that road, because I want that road to come in a bit tighter. So, we're still using the buses, though. Still using the buses. Yeah, let's get there. We're going to come out kind of, sort of like that. But I want to bring it in at a sharper angle. Probably, I'm thinking probably about there-ish. Kind of, sort of. And there. And whiz that around there, and around there, and boom. All done. Nice and neat. Excellent. Cool. Right, what are we going to do as far as putting this airport in then? Well, the idea that I had was this. So let's go to our airports. What I had the idea of doing was putting the runway actually out here in the middle of this bit of water. And I've already tried it and it looks freaking awesome. So that's what we're going to do. I do need to put a little bit of land for this to go on, so I'm thinking it's going to be kind of central, about like there-ish kind of thing. Yeah, that's a two-story terminal, which I do kind of like. Get a bit of height in there, and it looks, I think that's more futuristic than the smaller one. What do you think? I kind of like that. Should we go with the two-story? Let's go with the two-story. What the hell? I think we probably need to extend this out a little bit further. Actually, let's extend it out a little bit further, because it's not going to hurt. So, let's pop this baby in. Just about there will do, I think. Oh, I like it. I like it. Now, we'll probably put some other building... Well, we will put some other buildings in as well. But for now, let's get ourselves a runway in here. So, how the hell are we going to put this runway in? Now, I'll just point out that the planes come in from over in this corner. And there's just one flight path which goes from this corner diagonally over to this corner over here. Right, so they fly over here. So this is like a good idea for the runway, because they'll kind of fly in here, deviate down to the runway, and then they'll fly off, like take off and fly over here. Now I'm really hoping that they're not going to fly through one of these buildings, but we'll kind of have to see. We'll kind of have to see. Be funny at least if it does. Right, let's take this thing, airplane runway. Now I want the planes flying in like whichever way they come in. I guess we want them coming in this way. Yeah, so we'll run the runway that way, I think. So now I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up laying this like 2 or 3 times, but we'll see. The first time I laid it, bang on, exactly what I wanted. So of course there's no chance that I'm actually going to get it in the right place like more than once. I'm thinking about like that. Now the great thing about these runways is that they create their own land. You can just like plop them down. You don't have to mess around with the terrain, which is pretty sweet. And then I like it. I like it. I don't know what you guys think. We'll see. But I like it. Now, there is the possibility to put another one of the taxiways like down the center. But I think we'll kind of leave it as it is. Now I really want a plane to come in because I've got some really nice futuristic plane models. Oh, is that a plane up there? Is that a plane? Looked like a plane, didn't it? Are we going to get planes coming in? Don't know. Let's click this back to daytime. How are we doing for cash? This goes up and down a lot. I've seen this up like almost 30,000, but it also dips into the red sometimes. Oh, we've got a plane, but that is a regular plane, and we don't want regular planes coming in here. This is all futuristic. So let's go and see what plane models have I got turned on, and we'll turn off the ones that we don't want. So let's see, all the way down here, ambulance, hearse, freight trains, more trains. Oh, here we go. Right, so do we want Air France? No, we don't. Do we want that one? No, we don't. Do we want A320? No. Do I want the ESA space plane? Yep, that can land. We don't want the KLM. Oh, we do want the levitator spaceship. Oh, hell yeah. We'll get rid of that one, and we'll get rid of that one. So the three that we're going to have are the Boeing 797, the ESA space plane, and the levitator, which are all awesome. And hopefully we'll find some more plane models, but for now those would do. Come on, I want one nice plane to come in. Oh, here we go. It's okay, we need to slow this down because this is a Boeing 797 coming into land. Oh, that's beautiful. Japan Airlines, Boeing 797. Oh, a perfect arrival. And it's got the flashing lights on it and everything. Oh, which way? You're going that way, so you'll be taking off in this direction, won't you? Let's get a bit of free cam action going on. Here we go. And oh man, what a takeoff! The pilots in this game are absolutely insane. Well, that is beautiful. Okay, enough airport for now. If you've got ideas, if you've got assets or whatever that you'd like me to put in to kind of boost up the airport, then we'll do that. Right, what are we going to put in next? Oh, and by the way, do you remember me saying like a bunch of episodes ago that I was going to put the Apple campus in the centre, and then I couldn't find it? Well, I suddenly found it. Like, don't ask me why. It's here. This is it. This is the Apple campus. And as you can see, it's this huge circular building. So I'm going to be doing something with that, but that's not for this episode. For this episode, I want to focus on the things I said at the beginning, which I've forgotten. Right. So, how the hell are we going to get goods up here? Well, I think the easiest way to do it is going to be with a docks and train. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to get rid of this harbour. So let's get rid of you. Bye bye. And we're going to put in a goods harbour. So what do I want? I want ships, and I want. Now I could put in a cargo hub. Ooh, I could put in a cargo hub, guys. We could put in a cargo hub there, which has got the built-in train, which would be quite sexy. Should we do that? All right, let's do that. Okay, well, I guess we'll just settle for the best we can get, which is going to be something like that. And I don't suppose it matters, like, hugely, but it kind of would have been nice to get something a little bit more elegant. We've got to hook the train line onto this somehow. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. Okay, so we can hook this road up to the cargo dock. We'll use one of these, won't we? Yeah, we will. So, like that. And then, train line. Now, we want to hook up to the train that's over there. Freeform. Is bring this around, kind of like this kind of deal, and then we can just hook it round onto this one. That will do, at least for now. That'll do. Right, so it's all hooked up. It's got water, it's got power, we've got loads of trucks coming in here, we've got ships coming in. Awesome. Really, really nice. I'm really liking that. You know, I might extend this and have another one. But before we're going to see any trains, we need cargo docks up here. Now, the question is, how are we going to do this? And, like, where are we going to do this? Look at that, space plane. European Space Agency space plane. How cool is that? All right. Man, let's see. How big is a goods station? Cargo train terminal. That's what we want. How big are they? I mean, we could kind of squeeze one in over there. Or even over there. We could even squeeze like a couple of them in. Or we could put one like there and just have them come around the corner, which might be the smarter idea. And maybe over here. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe over here. Because it means I've only got to come around the corner. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So, now I may have to, like, I'm just going to, like, kind of bang this in for now. Yeah, there. That'll do. Ooh, see, now I'm starting to get ideas of like what I could do with that, which could be quite nice. All right, so that's going to be coming around there, right? And it's the tourists on the inner track. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that. I don't know. We'll see. So that means that we are going to be getting goods coming up to here, but it then does mean that they've got to go from here like out to like the entire place, which I don't think is particularly ideal. So I'm kind of wondering, do we have another one of these somewhere? And I mean, we can always tunnel to it or whatever, but I don't know. Like, you know what? Let's get one in for now. Let's turn this thing on. It should have water and electricity. Obviously, we're going to have a little bit of a flood while the water settles down. But it's going to be interesting to see if we actually get the trains coming in here. And starting at least to ship some goods around. So, let's get this back to daytime. Right, so that's that. What else are we going to put in? Let's just let that get on with it. What else are we going to put in? We're going to put in taxis. We're going to put in buses. Oh, yeah, because tourists need to be able to get around really easily. It's why I put the tourist trains on the inside, right? Local traffic, like workers and whatever, they'll do a bit more, you know, wandering around. The tourists want to be as close to everything as we can possibly get them, so that's why I've done that. So, taxis. Here we go. Here's the taxis. I might stick with yellow taxis, but we'll kind of see. So we need to throw a taxi depot in somewhere, and then we can start throwing in taxi stands. When a taxi cab is not busy, it will return to the closest taxi stand to wait for a fare, unless a taxi depot is closer. So the taxi depot can, to be honest, go kind of sort of anywhere. And I think we'll just kind of slap that in, like, down there for now. I mean, we could put one over the other side, but like, I don't think it's really necessary. I think one. Yeah, I think one is all you really need. So it's a case of putting in taxi stands. Now, where are we going to put taxi stands in? And the obvious place initially, I'm going to pause the game for a second. The obvious place is in front of the train stations, right? But it needs to be placed roadside. So we could take out that, which I think would give us enough room to put in a taxi stand. Yes, it does. Let's put in a taxi stand there. Now, because this is at this end, at least the terrain kind of looks nice, so it's not going to look too horrible. And that means that we could put taxi stands in, if we wanted to, like either end, like by all of the train stations. So, I think that's what we're going to do. There's a goods train. Oh, loads of goods trains. Wow. And they're unloading tons of traffic, which is being shipped off to all the commercials. Now, you, not enough goods to sell. Oh, and that goes away. What about you? Not enough goods to sell? Somebody going to send him some goods to shut him up? Oh, and it just got abandoned. Oh well, never mind. But hopefully this is going to start solving our problems. Should be awesome source news. Right, let's now, did I do this? Yeah, I did that station. I do this one. Oh man, we're solving problems. We're getting stuff put in. I feel optimistic, I have to say. You know what? I think we're going to have to get rid of that in order to fit one in. This one, I wonder if that'll move. Yeah, it will. Cool. So, station there. Stand there. Stand there. Awesome. Go back to daytime again. Now the taxis are going to help. Oh, there's a 797 again. I love those. If you spot any more futuristic planes, drop me a link on the Steam Workshop. Right, this one. Same deal. I mean, I should probably do this kind of offline or something, but I just think it's kind of cool. I'm kind of looking at the roads, like looking to see if there's any yellow taxis running around. So that'll go in there, that'll go in there. Do they look good? I think they do. I think they do look good. Let's go have a little closer look. Oh yeah, look, little taxi icon. It's a little bit Minecrafty, but so if this is the taxi stand, where do the taxis actually, like, do the taxis like pull onto here and park in here or something? I've no idea. I've no idea. This is all new. It's all new to me. I haven't played with taxis before. I like to do, like, the first time I do it, I like to do it with you guys so that you guys can actually see, like, if I run into any issues or... Right, here we go. Yeah, you go in there. Cool. Do the other side. So, get rid of you, and I think we'll have to get rid of the second one. Pop in a stand. Yeah, it's the only place it's going to go. Cool. I wonder, like, we could probably move that one over. And then we could probably fit another one in. Let's go. Right to the end and get one of these, and yeah, we can pop another one of those. Cool. Alright. We must be almost done now. I can't imagine there's too many more to put in. A couple maybe. So, get rid of that. That looks big enough. And, oh, and that'll be big enough for sure. Too big in actual fact. That goes there. Oh, really? Where will that go? Okay, will you move across one for me? Yeah, you will. Awesome. Oh, no, that is not complaining about the park. That's complaining about the road. Okay. Fill this hole in. Now, with a bit of luck, the road will go in properly. And so will the taxi stand. Yay! Awesome. You know, let's see if we can just pop another one in. Enough room? No, there isn't. Okay, well, let's move you to there. And let's see if we can squeeze an extra one in. No, we can't. But in actual fact, that looks fine, so don't need to. And we're back round. That's the last one, because we've got taxi stands here. So, let's switch this to daytime. Mind you, I guess there's a... Is that a taxi? Was that a taxi? I should get this running slower, shouldn't I? These were the first ones that I put in. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be the busiest ones. Oh, I'd love to see a taxi. I mean, there are people wandering around. Let's go hang out by this this taxi stand and see, like, if anything happens. Well, there's a bloke with this walking stick. I have to say, I'm kind of not totally convinced about this. Okay, you know what? Let's give that a bit of time. The next thing we need to do is buses. So I tell you what, I'm going to look out for like taxi cabs. And when we come back for the next episode, we'll put the buses in. Because the buses are probably going to take a bit of time to put in. Because there's going to be like a lot of them. Because we're going to be putting a route. Well, we're going to be putting a couple of routes in for each one of these. Like into each one of these sections. So, yeah. Bit of work involved in putting the buses in. But hopefully by then I will have figured out whether we're actually... Oh, that looked like a taxi. I'm going to pause it. Is that a taxi? No, that's a pickup truck, you lemon. Like right now, anything yellow looks like a taxi to me. All right. You know what? Before we go, come on, I can't be that mean to you. Let's go and look at this. Taxis. Taxis are active. Wow, one. We got one. We got one citizen and 2 tourists in taxis. So I guess they are working. I think we just need a lot more tourists. Let's have a quick check on our information tab. We're still at 93. Just gone down to 90. But I have ideas for how we can crank our tourists up even further. But like I said, next episode we're going to put the buses in. Actually, you know what? We might put the buses in and do maybe the centre. Because that'll help bring tourists in, because I've got an idea for that. And I think we're probably going to put a ring of residential around there. You know what? Come back and find out. It'll all be in the next episode. Peace out.